everybody. I know it's been a long time. College instructors have a particularly busy time, well, two particularly busy times of the year, and that's as we're approaching finals week, which we will be 4 weeks from now. You get a lot of things, and I teach English, so I read a lot of papers. So yeah, that's my job, is to read a lot. So anyway, I thought I would share with you a few things that I've gotten done, but I'm a little slow to get done because I'm just so busy. Anyway, this is a painting, another where I'm still working on the Art Sherpa paintings, the One Hoop paintings. And this is one that she did, oh, it's been a while. It's an older painting, not too old, maybe around Christmas, maybe just after the New Year, I don't know. She did the background, and then she just made the outline of a little dragon. I did something a little more elaborate in terms of the dragon. I got online and found a tutorial for how to draw a dragon, and I used basically colored pencil on black paper. And I mixed regular colored pencil with a metallic colored pencil. And I drew this dragon, then I added it. And then, of course, it simply is an adventure worth telling if there aren't any dragons, and that's Tolkien. So I added that quote, but other than that, this is basically her background painting, and some of the times that's how I'm going to be doing these. I'm going to be doing the background in a very straightforward, or in her way, like just in acrylic, for example. So sometimes I'll do the background in acrylic and then mixed media, other aspects of it, and sometimes it's the foreground that's going to be in acrylic and the other. So here's an example of one that the background is mixed media and then the foreground is in the acrylic, and that's the little tree frog, and I just love this little tree frog. This paper back here is a Paper Studio paper. I did really thin out some, because it was a more yellow green and it wasn't fitting well with the rest of the piece, so I thinned out with this matte gel. With this matte gel I thinned out the phthalo green and blue and painted it over the top to kind of make the color suit. And then these leaves here, I don't know if you can see that, you can kind of see right here. These two leaves were jelly print papers that I put, come on, oh, it doesn't want to focus, sorry, were jelly print papers that I put, you can see it in little pieces here and there, and then I just painted the frog on there, and I should show your true colors. The third piece that I've done since I've done my YouTube video is this piece, and it's her Aurora Borealis painting, and basically it's her painting, except I added these little fairy silhouettes, and they are okay, let me take care of this dog. Sorry about that, my dog needed to go out pretty desperately. So this is basically Cinnamon's Aurora Borealis painting, and then I cut out all these little fairy silhouettes on my silhouette cameo, and I glued them in there, and I used the Pearl-Ex, the little shiny. I took Pearl-Ex paint that I made with they're like Pearl-Ex watercolors, like you take Pearl-Ex and you mix gum arabic into it, and it makes a watercolor cake that's pure Pearl-Ex, and so it's very shiny and iridescent pretty. And I used different colored of those around each of the fairies, like they had their own color, special color fairy dust, and some of them are, you know, sprinkling, and they're in the background. And then I also added a skosh of that into the Aurora Borealis right here. You can't really tell when you're just looking at it straight on. You have to catch the light in order to tell, but I put it right along the base of the Aurora. This painting is just, wow, this really came out neat. I love it. And then I put Believe in Magic for my words, because I always like to have a phrase that's part of mixed media, is incorporating words with imagery and having those work together. It's part of that whole art journaling movement, and for me that's kind of neat because I'm an English teacher. The splatter painting was really fun, and it just came out so neat. I mean, I just love this piece. It's really pretty in person. So anyway, those are the 3 pieces that I have done in the Art Sherpa book. So I'm up to like 7. And I've got some plans for some more. So this book is really starting to, like here, this it's starting to take shape, and I'm really loving that. It's just, this book is really cheerful and amazing, and it makes me happy. So anyway, I'm going to need to paint this one so it'll look a little more solid. I'm loving how those first pages, you just open the book and start going, and they're full. Anyway, I also have this book that I'm working in. Let's see if it's going to focus really nice. And this is one that I built out of watercolor paper. I had gotten a Strathmore 300 watercolor pad. It's the 140-pound watercolor paper, and for three for the price of 1. So it was basically like $3.33 each. And I cut them in half, and I used the backing and my cinch. I used the backing to create the front and the back, and I actually glued a piece of the watercolor paper on the inside of the cover. Anyway, I wanted this to be a watercolor journal, and this is the first one that I've actually done full on with watercolor. I did this parrot last night. I stenciled with archival leaf green ink in the background, these leaves, and then I penciled in a sketch and painted it. Then I added the inking with the dip pen, and I added the saying with the dip pen. It says, "Live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air." Ralph Waldo Emerson. I have a couple others that I've started, but I haven't, I mean, like I was doing it the other way around, like this piece. I wonder if it's gonna wanna. These are hollyhocks that I drew on here, and I just did basically I penciled them in and then used the dip pen, and then I erased the pencil lines. So I need to add the watercolor. I've done several like this. Like, see, I've got this one with the lighthouses. I've got one that's still just pencil and needs to be inked in. Let's see here. Somewhere in here. I kind of work randomly. I don't know why I do that. Oh, here's one that I actually has been inked, and it needs to have watercolor added. Let your joy burst forth like flowers in the spring. And I think this was inspired by Lindsay the Frugal Crafter, one of her pieces. And I have another one that's all pencil lines. I've been enjoying this book because it's easy for me. Oh, here it is. I did this the last Sunday. Needs to have the black put in. It's cherry blossoms, and it says, "Spring will come, and so will happiness. Hold on. Life will get warmer." That's by Anita Crizon. Anyway, I've got it all laid out. I just need to blacken it and then paint it. So that's where that is. I've been enjoying this book because it's easy for me to carry with me, and just like pull out my cell, look up a picture on, paint my photo or whatever, and then just start drawing in it, and then or sit in bed. This one's easy to do in bed, whereas acrylic painting is not so easy to do in bed. So that's what I've been doing with this book. So that's what I've been up to. I've been really busy grading papers. So hopefully you enjoyed these, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.